Okay. Is my voice clear? Any background noise is there, or
No,
is it
Guruji,
clear?
voice is clear.
Okay. Okay. So we'll start. Okay. So today we are going to discuss chapter number 15. Let me choose the pen. Yes. Today we are going to describe chapter number 15. Okay. So yesterday we have finished chapter number 14, the three modes of material nature. Very nice chapter, very powerful chapter. Unless and until we see how the things are actually working. Okay. So that chapter gives clear idea how the things are working. Today's chapter, Purushottam Yoga, will tell more about the material world. Okay. So we'll see those Purushottam Yoga and how we can attain the Supreme Person. Today's chapter, very nice. Okay. So let's. So one question every person will have. Okay. How to get detached from this material world? How to get detached from this material world? The detachment, how we can become detached from this material world, we'll discuss in today's chapter. So very important chapter today. Okay. So let's understand the chapter. Let's start with Guru Pranam Mantra. Let's start with Mangalacharan. Om Agyana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manoabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam साधवैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहितम कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सागना ललिता श्री विशाखान विताम च नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So the teachings is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is founder of Acharya of ISKCON, and we pay our humble obeisances to his lotus feet. We beg his mercy so that his teachings of Bhagavad Gita we can easily apply in our life. So last chapter, let's revise. We have seen the 13th chapter, the trap. Okay. So three modes, Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. How these modes are there, how these modes are affecting the people. So we have read in detail. Satoguni people, they're happy, satisfied. Okay. Rajoguni people, they're active, greedy, so much desire, selfish, envy. Okay. Then Tamoguni people, madness, laziness, okay, sleepiness. They will, they are helpless. Those things we have seen in the three modes. Then we have seen the race for prominence. Okay. So at one time, one mode will be prominent, other mode will be dormant. Okay, like that. And it depends on us which mode we want to associate. Okay, we want to associate with the Satogun, we want to associate with the Rajogun, or we want to associate with Tamogun. This nature is full of the three modes, and our mode depends on how we are acquiring the mode, which mode we want to acquire from the nature. So that formula also we have read, how we can change our mode, how we can be always in Satogun. Okay, then action in three mode. Action. So the result of action in the mode of Satogun, the person will be knowledge, the purity, pious activity will do, and he will go to higher planet after that. Rajoguni people, they will be greedy. They will try to have the happiness, but they will get only misery. Okay, and the result of activity, they will be circulating in this world again and again, again and again. Tamoguni people, okay, Tamoguni people, the madness, laziness, in illusion, they cannot see, they don't have knowledge, they cannot see what is the thing, how the things are working. Okay, so they are in illusion, and they will go to the lower planet, lower species. That we have read in the third part, actions in three mode. Then at last we have read about the pure life, how we can live a pure life. When we start devotional service, actually we are above the three modes, and that mode name is Suddha Sattoguna, pure goodness. Okay. So we associate with that mode. When we start doing devotional service, we actually are not under the modes of material nature. We are under the mode of spiritual nature, and that spiritual mode is called Vasudeva state or pure goodness or Suddha Satogun. Okay, so that we have seen in the 14th chapter. Very nice chapter. Now, how we are progressing to 14 to 15. In chapter 14, Krishna explained what are the three modes of material nature, how they work, how they bind the jiva, and how they can be destroyed by Krishna Bhakti. This we have seen. Now, but to attain a devotion to him, one needs detachment from this material world. You see this word? Detachment. Krishna described Purushottam Yoga here. How we can become detached from this material world. Okay. So let's start today's chapter. These are our topic of discussion for our today's class. So first, the mnemonic is home. Okay, home. So first we are going to see hotel or home. Is this world a hotel or home? Hotel means a temporary place where we stay for 1 or 2 days and then again we return back to our home. So is this world a home or hotel? Okay, so that we are going to see. And second part of that part only is becoming detached from this material world. Detachment, detachment, detachment. So how to become detachment? That is discussed in the first part. Okay. Then second, options, transmigration. Law of transmigration again discuss here. How the person transmigrates to different species. What is the rule through which we can, after death, which body we are going to get? Okay. So law of transmigration or options we are going to discuss. Third part, maintainer. Krishna's position as our maintainer. How Krishna is maintaining ourselves. Very nice slokas are there in the maintainer position. We'll discuss that. And the last we'll be seeing the essence, summary of Veda and Vedanta. Okay. And after that, you can see 3 stars. Okay. Actually, we are going to see also the 3 Sloki Gita. 3 slokas are there. Okay. So 3 Sloki Gita we'll also see in that part only. And at last we'll see knowing Krishna means knowing everything. Okay. So many knowledge is there in this world. So many unlimited knowledge, you can say. Daily researches are going on. So many copies are getting printed. So many books are getting printed. Okay. So many knowledge. Daily some research are happening. Is there any end of these knowledge? Yes. Because knowing Krishna means knowing everything. The ultimate cause of all cause is Krishna. Once we know Krishna means everything we are knowing. Okay. So that part we are going to discuss in the last part. Knowing Krishna means knowing everything. Okay. First part, hotel or home. So we'll start this session with a question. So question is there in front of your screen. What is this? And what can you make out from this tree? Okay. Banyan tree, Aswatha tree, roots opposite banyan tree, a dense forest. A dense forest. Banyan tree has a lot of branches. Tree branches upward and roots downwards. Banyan tree with the roots from top to bottom. Lots of roots. Okay. So let's see why. So there are so many roots are there. Some roots are going down. Some roots are going up. Multiple roots are there. Some branches up. Some branches down. Okay. So these things are there in this tree. Krishna also describes this material world as a tree. Okay. How? Let's see. Sri Bhagwan Uvacha Urdhvamulam Madha Shakham Ashwatham Prahur Abhyayam Chandam Shiyasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedvita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Urdhvamulam Adha Shakham. Urdhva means up, Moolam means root. Root is up. Adha Shakham. Adha means down. Shakham means branches. So the roots are up, branches are down. Aswatham. There is Aswatham tree or the banyan tree. Prahur Avyayam, and that tree is Avyayam. So imperishable. Many days old tree, imperishable tree. Chandam Siyasya Paranani. Chandam means Chandam Siyasya Paranani. The Vedic hymns Vedic hymns. Yes, Parnani. Parnani means leaves. The leaves are like Vedic hymns. Yasatam Vedas Avedvita. And this tree is so important that a person knows about this tree is knower of the Veda. Is the knower of the Veda. That tree is so much important. What is discussed in Veda? Veda discusses about the material nature and the spiritual nature and who is the supreme person. So material nature, one who knows this tree is the knower of the Veda. That much important this tree. So let's try to understand this tree. So Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its root upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Veda. Okay. So you see this tree Krishna is talking about. You see there is one tree, and the tree is a upward, means inverted tree. Okay. The roots are up and the branches are down. Where we have seen this tree in material world? Yes, we have seen this tree. Where we see? When we go for a walk around a river, pond, we'll see that, okay, that there is one tree, but the reflection has roots up and branches down. Actually, this tree is actually a reflection. So Krishna is talking about reflection. Okay. So temporary reflection of material world. So the temporary reflection, this is like a temporary reflection, and the reflection from which it is coming is eternal real tree. So there is one real tree, and that real tree reflection is this material tree. So this tree, this inverted tree is compared to a material world, and the real tree is the spiritual world, and whose reflection is there is the material tree. And this is eternal real tree, and this is temporary reflection. Okay, this is spiritual world, this is material world. So this tree which Krishna is talking about, that tree is very important. This tree represents the material world. Okay, so how this tree, what are the things in this tree, we are going to see next. Okay, so it is written 15.2. Krishna says, branches of this tree extend downward and upward. Branches are down and up, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the object of the senses, the twigs. And tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive actions of human society. Okay, so this tree is compared to the material world, and Krishna says that roots are going up, roots are going down, just like banyan tree we have seen. Some are going up, some are going down. Okay, so actually this tree is being compared, okay, to the material world. So let's try to understand this tree in detail. So you see there are roots, and Brahmaji is sitting in the root. So Brahmaji is there sitting in the root. Why? Brahmaji is in highest planet, and Brahmaji is the originator of this material world. Material world diversity is created by Brahmaji. You have seen the Goloka chart. The highest planet is Brahmaloka or Satyaloka, where Brahma resides. Okay, that's why Brahmaji is sitting in the top. Then you see the above portion is Devi Devatas are sitting. Okay, so Ganesh ji you can find here, Saraswati Ma you can find here, Indra Devi is there. Okay, so the Devi Devatas are there in the above side. You can see liberation is also there. Okay, then you come down, you will see that Gandharvas are there, and then Apsaras are there. So they are coming, when coming down, we'll see that. When we come down further, we'll see the human beings are there. Human beings, you can see human beings are working something, they are doing something, some work they are doing. Okay, like that, human beings are there. When you further come down, you can see the animals are there. So actually this tree represents the higher loka, then lower loka, lower loka, lower loka, like that. Okay, so the highest planets, the Devi Devatas are there, the higher species are there, then the lower the animals are there, the humans are there, then animals are there. Okay, so these are the leaves you can see is the Vedic hymns, and the twigs, new branches. Okay, the twigs are the object of the senses, searching for the senses. Okay, object of the senses. Humans are working, you see, and they are growing the fruits. And what is the fruits? Sense gratification, religiosity, economic development. These are called dharma, artha, kama. Sense gratification, religiosity, economic development. These are dharma, artha, kama. So the human beings are working, and the fruits are dharma, artha, kama. One more fruit is there, that is called liberation, which is above, the highest, higher. Okay, so that is the dharma, artha, kama. You see lower plants are the darker regions have the animals. Okay, so the animals are there. And now you can see some branches going up and some branches going down. So if a pilot activity person does, he will go up to higher plants, higher lokas. If any impasse activity person does, he will go to the lower planet, lower lokas. Okay, like that. So this is a tree. One more thing. This tree being nourished by desire. How much desires we have, the tree will grow more. Our material tree, our material growth will be more based on the desire. Okay, so the desires. And one more thing, this is the desire only which is separating us from the spiritual world. So this is the desires. When we cross the desire, we are in the spiritual world. Okay, so actually what we are, so only one thing is there in the control of the jivas, and that thing is desire. Okay, when we read the three doers in the jiva part, we have seen only desire. Okay, so only one thing is there in our control, and that thing is desire. Based on our free will, we desire, and due to that desire only we can land into this material world, or we can land into the spiritual world. Okay, that desire. So it is very important to purify the desire. Okay, purification of desires is very important. So that thing we have seen. And once we cross the desire, we are in spiritual world. Wow. Yes. So there's just one thing, desire. What we want can make us in the spiritual world or the material world. That's why it is very important to desire the correct thing. Okay, desire of Krishna and act accordingly. Live a pure life and desire for Krishna. Pure desire for Krishna we need to develop. Okay, so that is the aim of this life, to develop the pure desire of Krishna. We have cheating propensity here. So these are the how the human beings are bound to this material world. Cheating propensity is there, greed is there, sense objects are there, impious activities are there, pious activities are there. Both are binding only. Impious activity, pious activity, sense gratification, lust, anger, sins, attachment, so many things are there. And this is binding the person to this material world. Okay. This is the so many things are there. So many danger things are there. Not only one thing. So many things are there which is binding. That's why this tree is very dangerous. Attachment to this tree is very dangerous. So how can we cut the tree? How can we cut the tree? This material world tree, this material detachment, that means liberation from this material world. How can we develop? So the thinking is, oh my God, how do I get out of this material world? Okay. Thing is, detachment is the only way out. So you see, there is one sword is there, and this sword is cutting this tree. So actually we have to cut this material tree. And how we can cut? With the sword. With which sword? With the sword of detachment. Okay, with the sword of detachment we can cut down this tree. So Krishna is telling that cut down this tree with the sword of detachment. This tree is very dangerous. Okay, and cut down this tree with the weapon of detachment. Proper knowledge about Krishna and Jiva and the relationship. Surrender to Krishna. Okay, so detachment is only way out. That is the thing. So Arjuna is thinking, how do I cultivate the detachment? Many people are asking from the very previous classes, how to detach from this world, how to become detached from this world, how to become detached from this world. So Arjuna now came to this point when Arjuna is thinking, how do I cultivate the detachment? Because we have to cut down this material tree, and detachment is a sword or the weapon to cut down this material tree. So Arjuna is thinking, how do I cultivate this detachment? So answer is here, only by surrender. Only by surrender. Very important. Okay, only by surrender we can cultivate the detachment. So the thing is, detachment comes naturally after attachment to Krishna. Okay, when we attach ourselves to Krishna, detachment comes very naturally. Okay, so the thing is, first we have to attach ourselves to Krishna. Detachment will be natural. If a person tries to artificially will try to detach ourselves, that is difficult. That is very difficult, and that is not practicable for many people. Okay, but a person who surrender to Krishna, detachment will come naturally. Okay, detachment from this material world will come naturally. I'll give you one example. Okay, that is called higher taste. When we are associating ourselves with the higher taste, we can easily leave out the lower taste. Okay, higher taste. So once we taste the higher taste, we can easily leave out the lower taste. Just like one example, I'll give you one. A person was there in a village. Okay, so a very rich person went to that person. Very old person was there. So he went to that person. He asked, you have a cycle. Can you give me the cycle? Old person was thinking, no, no, no. I have one cycle and I need to go travel 1 and 2 kilometers daily to the nearest village daily. I need to travel. If I give, how can I survive? Okay, so no, I cannot give this cycle to you. Okay, he was very attached to the cycle. He told, no, I'm very attached to the cycle. I cannot give you the cycle. Okay, next day, the same person came with a motorcycle, brand new motorcycle. Okay, the person saw the motorcycle. Okay, then he told, okay, I will give you this motorcycle. Can you give me the cycle back? The old man happily give the cycle, happily. Okay, once we have the taste of higher thing, we can leave the lower things easily. Once we taste the nectar in the devotion of Krishna, we can leave the nectar which we are getting from the happiness we are trying to get from the Maya. Okay, so that is the thing. Only by surrender we can cultivate the detachment. Detachment comes naturally after attachment to Krishna. So detachment after attachment. Okay, so that is the rule. But who will be able to surrender to Krishna? Who will be able to attach themselves to Krishna? So that's very nice sloka there. Nirmama moha jita sangadosa adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha Gandairva vimukta sukha dukkha sanjair gacchanti amuda padam abhyayam tat. Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association. Who can surrender? Who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association. Who understand the eternal, who are done with the material lust, who are free from the duality of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to that eternal kingdom. These are the qualities. Nirmama moha, jita dosha sangad, jita sanga dosha. Okay. Free from false prestige, illusion, false association, understanding the eternal, done with the material lust, free from the duality of material happiness and distress. These people will be able to fully surrender to Krishna. Okay. This is how we can surrender to Krishna. That was the surrender. Who can surrender? Okay. So the thing is, who can detach themselves? Who are surrendered to Krishna. Okay. So that is the thing. So there are false ego, false prestige. These were words were there. So let's try to understand. Ego means identity. False ego means false identity. What is our real identity? Our real identity is we are soul and we are part and parcel of Supreme Soul. And our relationship with the Supreme Soul is that of a servant. That is real identity. A person who is in this identity is called true ego. He is in true ego. False ego. We are this body, we have this property, we are so knowledgeable, we are so talented, Okay, these are called false ego. This property belongs to me, this person is thinking. Forget the fact that we are here temporarily. We are just like in a hotel. This world is just like a hotel. After that, everything changed. This property doesn't belong to me now. After that, everything is changed. Maybe before death also it can change. Okay. Actually, all the property belongs to Krishna only. We are just here temporarily. How dare you call me a fool? This person is thinking. False identification that he is very talented. How dare you call me a fool? Result of wrong identification with the body. Okay. I am super talented, earning a lots of money. I am the best. Yeah. That is called illusion. Okay. He thinks that I have the talent of earning the money. I can earn a lot of money. I'm the best. That is called illusion. That is not the real truth. Real truth is Krishna has given us the talent and we are under the Krishna's mercy. If Krishna's mercy is there, I am talented. If Krishna's mercy is not there, I'm not talented. And this talent belongs to Krishna, not me. Krishna is giving this talent. If I can sing, this talent is given to me by Krishna. There is nothing of my talent. There is nothing to talk about my talent. Okay. So this money which I am earning, That is also Krishna's mercy. Even if I'm talented, I cannot have money, or I may have money. It doesn't depend on my talent. It depends on Krishna mercy. Okay, so that is called the free from illusion. This is illusion. Super talented, earning a lot of money. I'm the best. So free from false prestiges, I am fool who left the abode of Krishna and suffering here. Suffering here. Okay. So, and we have left the abode of Krishna. The Goloka we have left and suffering in the material world. We are fool only. Everything is Krishna's mercy. Whatever talent I have, whatever money I have, that is due to Krishna. This is not mine. Okay. People are so much attached to the money. So much attached to the talent. Oh, this is done by me. I am super talented. Everything depends on the time. Okay. Everything will be lost. That is the thing. Free from illusion. Everything is Krishna's mercy. So we should be instrument in Krishna's hand. Okay. So that is the thing. So first portion we have seen hotel or home. So hotel means temporary. This world is temporary reflection. Okay. The thing which is there in this material world are like temporary. And the original thing you will get in the spiritual world. So I'll give you one example. Okay. So this example is of a monkey. So there was a monkey. Okay. Very hungry. She was trying to search fruits. He saw there is a river, and in the river there are bananas are there. Okay, so he jumped in the river. When he went to the site of banana, there was no banana. That was reflection. Okay, the banana was there in the original tree, but that reflection is there in the water, and he was jumping on the banana on the reflection. Then he saw, okay. After some distance, there another banana is there. So he went to that site. Again, there was no banana. That was also reflection. So jumping across the river, jumping across one side to another in the search of the banana, but actually there was no banana. Actually, there are no banana in the river. Banana was actually there in the spiritual world or the original tree. So the old monkey who was there sitting in the tree. Okay, fool monkey. Oh monkey, you are fool. Banana is not there in the river. Banana is there in the original tree. Come here and eat the banana. Okay, so that is the thing. That is the thing. We are also doing the same thing. We are searching for happiness. We are doing everything for the happiness. Everything for the happiness, but we are not getting happiness anytime, anywhere. Okay, because we are searching on the reflection. This material world is called perverted reflection of the original world. Okay, so the thing which is there in the spiritual material world, they are also in the spiritual world, but they are at absolute level. Okay, so that is the thing. We are searching for happiness here. Eternal happiness is there in the spiritual world, but we are searching here and we are not finding. We are searching, hankering, because we are hungry for that happiness. We are not getting, and we are searching. Actually, we are just like monk jumping from one branch to another, one place to another, other place to another, like that. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so hotel or home, this world is like a hotel. Home, spiritual world. Okay, becoming detached from the material world. Detachment will come after attachment to Krishna. Okay, so that we have learned in the first portion. Now let's see the second portion, transmigration. How we transmigrate through different species. What is the law of transmigration? So Arjuna is saying, what if one doesn't attain to the spiritual world? What option will one have? If one doesn't go to the spiritual world, the original home, and what option they have in this material world? So now Krishna is describing about the spiritual world, then he will describe how a species changes in the body in the material world. So let's see description about the spiritual world in this sloka. Actually, we are totally unaware of the spiritual world. So Krishna just a very small sloka, one sloka only he is giving about the spiritual world. But when we read the Brahma Samhita, very nicely describe how the Goloka is, what the person does there. Okay, how everything is Chintamani there, how every stone is Chintamani there, and devotee are not caring. Chintamani means the touchstone. Everything you touch, anything you want, you can get. Chintamani. What you ask, the stone can give. Everything is living there. Okay, and Chintamani, every stone is Chintamani. But the devotees, the gopis are there, they're not caring for that Chintamani. Okay. And every cow, you see the cows there, the cows are like Surbhi cow. Whatever you want, the cow can give. Okay. Everything is living there. Everything is living. Everything, even the Bansi of Krishna is living. Okay. Everything is living and they are in the Shanta Rasha with Krishna. They are associating with Krishna and they're happy. That is the description we get from the Brahma Samhita. Very small description is there in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna describes 15.6 sloka. Na tad bhashate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yadgatva na nivartante tadadhama paramam mama. Na tad bhashate suryo. The spiritual world, he is talking about his home. Krishna is describing his home. Natad bhashate suryo. Natad vaha, there. Bhashate suryo. There is bhashate means na, means no. There is no, for the light, there is no need of sun, suryo. Na shashanko na pavaka. Shashanko means moon, or pavaka means any fire, any electricity. So there is no need of fire, no need of electricity, no need of a moon in my spiritual world. Everything is self-luminous, self-luminous. Okay, everything is self-luminous there. Then, yadgatva na nivartante. Yadgatva, gatva means after going there. Na nivartante. Nivartante means coming back. So after you go there, there is no coming back. Tadadhama paramam mama. That dhama, that home is of mine. Paramam mama. Okay, spiritual abode, that spiritual abode, that eternal abode is mine. Krishna is describing. Okay, more description will come. Will be coming in the Brahma Samhita. When we read Brahma Samhita, Krishna's position is clearly described. How Krishna is the supreme person. What is the abode of Krishna? How the devotee enjoy in the Goloka. Very nicely described. Clearly described. That the Brahmaji, the creator of this material world, is writing. His words are there. Those are his words, and he is directly seeing and describing. Okay, directly saying, Krishna, Adi, Govindam Adi Purusham, Tamham Bhajami. Govindam, you are Adi Purusham. You are the most oldest person. Govindam is Krishna. Tamham Bhajami, I am worshipping you. I worship you. I pay my obeisances to you. Okay, that is the thing. And such a nice description of Goloka is there. When Brahmaji sees and he describes. Okay, so that is the thing. So Krishna describes that there is no need of electricity, fire, moon, anything in my loka. And once you go there, you won't come back. Okay, so that is the thing. The supreme abode of mine is not illuminated by sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach never return to this material world. Everything is chintamani, but devotee are not caring about it. Okay, everything is chintamani. Devotees are, and everything is engaged in service of Krishna. Once the person who has attitude of serving Krishna, they will go there and they will start serving there. Once you start serving, you will be engaged in the service. You don't want, such blissful that is that you won't be able to come. You don't want to come. Okay, so that is the thing. That is the way we are searching for happiness here. The ocean is there. Ocean is there. Happiness, bliss, ocean is there, and we are hankering for happiness here. Why? One thing, desire. Okay, that desire we see that how the desire is differentiating, how desire is making us stay in this material world. Okay, that's why it is very important, very important, very important to purify the desires. Okay. Understand that Krishna is our ultimate father. Mame vamsu jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manah shastrendriyani prakriti sthani karsati. So Krishna described first the spiritual world. Now he is describing about the human being. What human beings are doing. You see, Mame vamsu jiva loke. Mama, so they are my ansa. They are my part and parcel. The jivas which are there in this material world are my part and parcel. Mame vamsu jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. They are jiva bhuta sanatana. They are eternal. They are also eternal. The people who are in this material world. Okay, jiva loke means in this material world, they are also sanatana. They are eternal. Jiva bhuta sanatana. But why they are here? Why they are in this material world? My spiritual world is self-illuminated, and once a person goes there, he doesn't come back. And this jiva which is there in this material world, they are also my part and parcel, and they are also eternal. But why they are here in this material world? Manah sastrendriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Manah, man, and shastra indriya, 6 indriya. Shai Indriya. So five are the Indriya, are the sense of senses, and sixth is the mana. And these six Indriya, Prakriti Sthani Karshati, they are struggling. Actually, there is not a nature of the Jiva to struggle. The nature of the Jiva is Sachidanand. They are my part and parcel. Sanatana. They're eternal, but they're struggling in this material world. Why? Because of these six Indriya. Six Indriya. Five are the senses, six is the mana. The person is under the control of mana and Indriya. Whatever Indriya says, let's do it. Let's enjoy sense gratification, lust. Okay. So that's why the Jiva is there in this material world. They are my part and parcel, but still they're struggling. Why? Because of their desires. Okay. So that is the thing. Struggling very hard. Karshati. This is what, see the word, how Krishna is using this word, Karshati. They are struggling in this material world. Actually, that is not the nature of the Jiva. Okay. They're Sanatan. They're Sanatana. They're eternal. They're eternal part and parcel of mind. Still they are struggling. Why? Because of six Indriyas. Okay. So actually, we are part and parcel of Krishna, and we are qualitatively similar to Krishna. Quality wise, we are similar to Krishna, but quantity wise, just like drop of a sea, we are just like a drop, and Krishna is just like a sea. That is the quantity. We are just like the spark, and Krishna is the fire. Okay, and fire is the spark is originating from the spark is originating from the fire. Okay, so we are part and parcel of Krishna only. So actually, the living entity is same in quality with Krishna. The spark quality and fire quality is same. They can burn, but quantity wise different. The sea water and the sea, quality wise same. Salty water is there, but quantity wise very much different. Okay, so that is the thing. Our and Krishna's nature are same. We are part and parcel of Krishna. Mahamevan so jiva loke. So we are ans of Krishna. Okay. Oof. Oof. If we still don't surrender and understand Krishna, what's next? So Krishna clearly tells, that is my spiritual loka. You are my part and parcel. Why you're struggling? Because of man and Indriya. Okay. But if still we are not surrendering, what is the thing for us? So for this process of transmigration, I also describe how the jivas are transmigrating. So they will be here coming and going, coming and going, coming and going, changing the body, changing the body, changing the body again and again, again and again, again and again. 15.8. Sariram yadavapnoti yachati yakchapi utkramati swaraha grashayat. Important. Vayur Gandhan Ivashayat. Okay. The living entity in this material world carries different conception of life from one body to another, as the air carries the aroma. Vayur Gandhan Ivashayat. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits to take another. Okay. Just like conception. Okay. Just like we have desire. So we think that our desire changes after change of the body. Answer is no. So one body is there and another body is there. So the jiva is changing the body from one body to another. The jiva is changing the body, but desires are same. Desires will be same. Just like the air carries the aroma. So air is passing through maybe some rose. Okay, so there is one rose and air passing through the rose. So air will carry the aroma of the rose. Aroma is the scent of the rose. Okay, and just like the air carries the aroma of the rose, similarly the soul carries the conception from one life to another. When we change the body, the conception, the desires which we have in the previous body, same desires will be there in the next body, new body. So our desires never changes, though the body change. Okay, so that is the thing. That is the thing. So it is very important to purify our desires. Okay, very important. And whatever desires we will be having. Okay, so in the next sloka, Krishna will describe according to desires how we are getting the body. So the living entity carries the conception from one life to another just like the air carries the aroma. Okay. And after that, what happens? Let's see. The living entity, thus taking another gross body, obtains a certain type of ear, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped about the mind. He thus enjoys a particular set of sense objects. So the aroma is carried away by air. And the next slide. So the living entity is carrying the conception from one body to another. And the same, whatever desires we have, whatever conception we have, according to that, we will be having the different kind of sense objects, senses, just like different types of ear, certain types of ear based on our desires, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped around mind, and that body will get. Okay. So whatever desires we have, to fulfill the desire, we'll have the best sense of senses. Okay. And due to the senses, we'll have different type of body. Okay. Like if any person is there who has desire of meat eating, okay, he will have a certain types of ear, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of organ, which will provide greater chance, greater ability to eat the meat, like for the tiger. Okay. So the desires we carried from the previous life to this life, and we are getting the body according to that. That is the process of transmigration. Krishna discussed it in the 8th chapter, how to remember Krishna at the time of death. Krishna told, whatever conception you have at the time of death, the same conception you will carry in the next life, and you will get body according to that. So if a person remembers Krishna at the time of death, he will attain Krishna loka. If a person have different conception, he will attain different loka. Okay, so that is the thing. So same. So how we transmigrate? Based on our desires. To fulfill the desires, Krishna is very merciful. Whatever desires we have, to fulfill the desires, whatever best kind of body we can have, we'll get that body. Okay, so that is the thing. So, but there is but also, but foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of mode of nature. What kind of body we are enjoying, we cannot know. Okay, we don't know. Foolish do not know what they are doing, why they are changing the body, they do not know. Bhagavad Gita clearly describes whatever desires we have, we'll get the body according to that. Foolish cannot understand. But those whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. Those who know this, those who have this knowledge, they can understand how they're getting this body, how they're changing the body. Okay. So the fool, fooled by modes, lust, and desire, cannot comprehend the change of the bodies. We cannot comprehend. Okay. We are fools. We cannot comprehend. We have this knowledge. We can understand. Okay. We have to change our desires. Okay. Oh. How will one get attracted to you then? If we want to get desires of yours, how we can get attracted to you? How we can develop the desires of yours? So let's see the third part, Krishna as the maintainer. Okay, Krishna's position as our maintainer. So Krishna maintains everything. Krishna is the maintainer of this gross body also. This gross body which we have is maintained by Krishna. Krishna is the origin of sun, moon, and fire. Krishna is the giving us the energy of life. Krishna is the energy of life. Everything actually given by Krishna. When we know this, we can be attracted to Krishna. Krishna says in 7th chapter, everything comes from me. I am the source of this material world. I am the source of the jiva. The energy, material energy, separated energy of mind, and the jiva are my superior energy. Again, in 10th chapter, Krishna says, everything comes from me. I am the source of everything. Okay, even the great demigods, even the great sages are also part and parcel of me only. They are coming from me. No one knows my origin because they are part and parcel of me. Okay. So that thing Krishna tells. Now again, Krishna says, Krishna is the source of everything. Krishna is the maintainer of this gross body, giving us energy of life. Okay. He says, Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha Prana Apana Samayukta Pachami Annam Chaturvidham. I am the fire of digestion in the bodies of all the living entity. We don't know how the fire is working. We don't know how we are eating and food is getting digested, how this fire, how everything is working. We are just eating and everything is done. I join with the air of life, outgoing and incoming. How we are taking air, how it is giving us life, we don't know. Who is taking care of all these things? Krishna is taking care of all these things. And to digest the four kind of food stuff, four kinds of food stuff. What are the four kinds? When you read purports, there will be the foods which can be chewed. We chew the the food which can be licked, food which can be swallowed, and food which can be sucked. Okay, so these are the four kinds of food stuff Krishna described. I am digesting these four kinds of food stuff. This one is very nice sloka. Okay, what is there in the Veda will know in this sloka. Okay, how is the position of Krishna, how Krishna maintains everything will know from this sloka. Okay, so let's read the sloka and understand. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannavishto matta par smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvairaham eva vedyo vedanta krita vedavid eva chaham. You see, sarvasya chaham hridhi sannavishto. Sarvasya chaham, sarvasya, everyone. Okay. Cha aham hridhi sannavishto, me. Hirdi Sannavisto. I am sitting in everyone's heart. Everyone. Sarvasya. It is not like that only humans. Humans chaham Hirdi Sannavisto. No. Manusyam chaham Hirdi Sannavisto. No. Any animal is also there. His Hridaya also Krishna is sitting. Everyone Krishna is sitting. Everyone is equal to Krishna and Krishna is sitting in their heart. Sarvasya chaham Hridaya Sannavisto. Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Matta from me. Smriti jnana apohanam cha. From me comes the smriti, means knowledge. Smriti means the remembrance. Jnanam means knowledge. Apohanam means forgetfulness. Forgetfulness. Okay. Krishna is responsible for our remembrance. Krishna is responsible for our forgetfulness. Krishna is responsible for our knowledge. Everything due to Krishna only. We are nothing without Krishna. Krishna is giving us everything. Krishna is sitting in our heart and Krishna is giving us the memory. Krishna is giving us the remembrance. Krishna is giving us the forgetfulness. Next line. Vedaischa sarvairaham eva vedyo. Veda means to know. Okay. Vedaischa sarvair means from every Veda. Sarvair, every Veda. Aham eva vedyo. I am to be known. Aham means me. The aim of every Veda is to know me. Okay. Whatever Veda we read, whatever things we read in the Veda, the ultimate thing is to know Krishna. Okay. Vedanta krita vedavita eva chaham. Vedanta Krit, he is the creator of Vedanta. Ved with Eva Chaham. Ved means knower of the Veda. Eva Chaham, Krishna. It is Krishna. Krishna is saying, I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Veda. This is the way. This is the thing that every Veda will tell you. The ultimate conclusion of the Veda is Krishna is the supreme, and Krishna is to be known from the every Veda. By reading every Veda, Krishna is to be known. Okay, so that is the thing. Very nice sloka. Then we are moving to the fourth part, the essence. So these are the three sloki Gita. So let's see three slokas. So it is said that there are two classes of being. One is fallible and one is infallible. Fallible means which can fall down. Shara is fallible, which can fall down. And infallible, which cannot fall down. Akshar, that is called akshar. Okay. So there are two classes of being. One is called fallible and infallible. Shar and akshar. In the material world, every living entity is fallible. Every living entity is shar. And in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible. The spiritual world is 3/4, material world is 1/4. In material world, everyone is fallible, everyone is shar. In the spiritual world, everyone is infallible, akshar. But behind these two, there is greatest living personality, the supreme soul, the imperishable Lord himself, who has entered the three worlds and is maintaining them. So behind above these two, there is Supreme Lord also. Okay. Because I am transcendental, beyond both fallible and infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Veda as the supreme person. So in the world as well as in the Veda, Krishna is called as the Supreme Person. Okay, these are the three shloki Gita. Last part, knowing Krishna means knowing everything. Okay, whoever knows me as a Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. One who knows that Krishna is the Supreme Person without doubting, we also know, yes, after reading all these Bhagavad Gita, everything, we know that, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Person. Yes, daily we can say, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Person. But the thing is without doubting, okay? Without doubting. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He doesn't need to know anything, okay? Anything. That is the ultimate knowledge. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. He will engage himself in the supreme in the devotional service of Krishna. Once he know that Krishna is the Supreme Person, we are not engaging. Why? Because we are not knowing. Okay. One who understands this Vedanta Sutra engages in the devotional service. Ultimately, he will engage himself in the devotional service of Krishna. Okay. That is means knowing Krishna means knowing everything. What is the essence? This is the most confidential part of Vedic scripture, O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me. Most confidential part. Okay, this is the most confidential part of the Vedic scripture. Many people do not know what is the aim of this life, why we are living, what is the aim of this life, what we can do with this human form of life. And Krishna is so nicely describing these things, and these things are most confidential part. And Krishna is very nicely giving, very easily giving this knowledge to the devotee from or through Arjuna. Okay, so he's saying this is the most confidence part of Vedic scripture, O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me. It is now being opened by me to you. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection. Once they know this, and they whatever endeavor they will do, they will attain the perfection. Okay, that is the essence of everything. That is the essence. That is the most confidential, secret part of the Vedic literature. That Krishna is the supreme, and we need to surrender. We need to have pure bhakti. We need to have pure desire for Krishna. And Krishna is disclosing this part to everyone. Okay, through Arjuna. So that is the 15th chapter. So let's summarize the chapter. First, we have seen hotel or home. We have seen this world as hotel and the spiritual world as home. Okay, this world is reflection of the spiritual world. Becoming detached from the material world after attaching to Krishna. Options, transmigration. Krishna describes his world. Natad bhashyate suryo nasachanko na pavaka. Tadgatvana nivartante tadhama paramam mama. Krishna describes his world. Then he says that living entity are mama vansho jivaloke. The living entity in this material world are my part and parcel. But they are karsati, they are struggling hard in this material world due to their six senses, okay, including the mind. Then Krishna tells about the maintainer position of Krishna. Krishna says that I am the Vedanta, I am the creator of Vedanta Sutra. From me, I am the creator of Vedanta, and I am the ultimate aim of the Veda. To know me only the aim of all the Veda. From me only everyone's remembrance, forgetfulness, or the memory comes, because I'm sitting in their heart. That is the maintainer position. I am the digest. I am making digest of the food items. I am the breathing. I'm giving the prana. Essence, then 3 Shloki Gita. There is fallible beings, infallible beings. The beings which are there in the material world are called fallible. The beings which are there in the spiritual world are called infallible. And beyond these two, there is Supreme Person. And the Supreme Person is celebrated as Supreme Personality of God in this world as well as Veda. Okay, so that we have seen in the 3 Shloki Gita. Then at last we knew that knowing Krishna means everything. One who knows factually that Krishna is the Supreme Person, he will surrender to Krishna, will engage himself in the devotional service, and that is the most confidential part of the Vedic literature. Okay, so that we have seen today. So again, I am emphasizing Kali Yuga Dharma is chanting on the holy name. Okay, holy name, chanting. Okay, one and last thing. In the first level, my only request to everyone, keep chanting. Please start chanting if you have not started. Okay, That is the thing. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is the Maha Mantra. I'm unmuting everyone to chant at least once with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Okay. So let's see if there is any question. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Is there any question in your side?
Right now, no questions, Prabhuji. I will read out. Yes, yes, Prabhuji. What avatar will Lord take in Kali Yuga?
Lord has already taken one. Lord has already come in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years back. And at the last of Kali Yuga, Kalki avatar will come. Okay, so that is when he will appear in Kali Yuga again, Kalki avatar. Okay, Kalki.
Next question. Prabhuji, are those 14 lokas described in Bhagavad Gita in detail?
No, those 14 lokas are described in various scriptures, and they are combined by the devotees, and they have compiled a Goloka chart. Okay, so those 14 loka and everything is described in different places, different places, different shastras. Okay, so and those has been compiled by the devotee in one place, and the Goloka chart is made. Okay, so that is the thing. That behind the Goloka chart there is so many people. They have done too much work. Okay, so that's why, and the final result is there in front of us, the Goloka chart. Okay, otherwise it is very difficult to understand what is happening in Goloka, what is happening in this spiritual world, material world in detail. It is very nicely described in the Goloka chart.
Next question. What do you say for people who says it is imaginary?
What can be said to them? Okay, nothing can be said to them. So the thing is, certain things which we cannot understand with our senses. Okay, our senses are limited. Our senses are limited. We cannot see behind maybe behind sun or behind maybe Mars or after that, but there are things are there. Okay, the things are there. If people believe or not believe, even people are trying to send one satellite, it is very so much money they spend to send a satellite, and they fail. Sometimes they come back. Okay, so much money. Okay, and what knowledge we are acquiring? Nothing. And Bhagavad Gita and all the Shastra are giving so much knowledge, so much knowledge. Okay, so people can take it as imaginary. People can say that it can be imaginary. Okay, because of their ignorance. Okay, all the knowledge they cannot acquire. Like unless and until there is microscope, people didn't believe that there is bacteria. Okay, thing is our senses are limited, so maybe people can develop a microscope. They can believe that okay, bacteria is there. Before that there is no bacteria, because we cannot see, there is no bacteria. Okay, so bacteria is imaginary. They may say bacteria is imaginary. Okay, so like that. So the science is the thing is, science is not fully developed. Okay, the daily science is developing, new researches are happening, new things are developing. That itself means that science is not perfect and science is developing. And the things which science cannot answer, that doesn't mean that science is, that thing is imaginary. It just means that science has not reached that level that he can describe those things. Okay, that it can describe those things. So simply means that it cannot describe anything. That simply means that that it is unable to describe those things. It doesn't mean that those things doesn't exist. Okay, so it is described in the Sabda Pramana in form of Shabda Pramana. Okay, so like that, and Supreme Personality itself has revealed to us in the form of Bhagavad Gita in the Shastra. Okay, so that is the thing. Otherwise, the people who are who are believing in imagery, let's believe in. Tell them now, okay, whatever you believe. If you are thinking imagery, let's invest all your money and every time, everything, and try to find out. I'm telling you, even one question which is there, which is answered in Bhagavad Gita, a person tries, he will take many life to find that answer. Who am I? Simple question. Who am I? It will take many years, many life for a person to find out who is he. Okay, Bhagavad Gita clearly tells who we are. Okay, otherwise people are searching who we are. Who we are? Are we this mind? Are we this body? Who are we? Are we the consciousness or what? What we are? Okay, so that is a mystery for the science. That who am I? Who the body is? That is itself is a mystery. We are means who are the scientists? Who we are actually? That is itself is a mystery. Are we this mind? No, we are this, not this mind. Okay. Are we this heart? No, we are not this heart. Who we are? A person is dead, his mind is there inside the brain, but still the person is dead. Why? What is missing in that person? Everything is which is there in the body, everything is there in the body. Why? What is missing in that person? Who is the person that is missing in that person? What is the thing? The thing is the soul. Okay. And one person, even scientists try to find whole life it will take, many life it will take, but they won't be able to understand because this is beyond the perception of our senses. Okay.
Next question. If a person is doing devotional service but is not behaving well with other people, how does the Lord perceive it?
So the thing, if a person is doing devotional service, he will develop the characteristic, the quality of the Lord. Okay. So that is the thing. Gradually, he will develop the quality of the Lord. That is the things are, the devotees are at the many levels. Maybe some devotees are very below level, maybe some devotees are higher level, and maybe it is there that we are not able to perceive the level of the devotee. Are they behaving correctly or not? Okay, maybe that can be also there. Okay, so thing is, the devotees are in different level of purification, or maybe we are not able to perceive how what is the level of the devotee. Okay, so I remember one example of one. I was reading somewhere that once a devotee was there. He was in Vrindavan. So Vrindavan, he was going through one way, and he saw that one person is there. He's drowning himself in the sand of the Vrindavan, and he's naked, fully naked. Okay, and he's drowning. He's behaving like a mad person. Okay, mad person. Later, they know that person is a very great devotee, very great devotee. He is in such ecstasy that he is drowning himself in the sand of the Vrindavan. Okay, so we may not, we may see that is the thing is we may not be at the same level of that devotee, that we are able to perceive what is his attitude. Okay, or maybe that the devotee is not at that level. Okay, so both things can happen. So that can be there. So the people are at different stages of purification. Maybe that person is different level, or maybe we are not at that same level of purification. Okay, so that is the thing.
Next question, Prabhuji. Where everyone's soul initially resided in spiritual world before this material world was made by the Lord?
Everyone. So the thing is, this world was created simultaneously. Spiritual world, material world. Okay, so many soul will be there in the spiritual world, many soul will be there in material world. Okay, many soul, they want to come to this material world again, they will come back again. Okay, so this is the unlimited souls are there. Souls are so many. Okay, so that is the thing. So many people fall down from the spiritual world because they want freedom from the foot of the lotus feet of the Lord. Okay, Many people may be there. Okay, like the jail example. Many people will be there in the jail. Many people will be there in the city. Like that. Okay.
Next one. Prabhuji, some people have good memory, have very good memory, senses. All this is the continuation of past lives.
Yes, past life play a very good role in our whatever we are today. That is due to effect of the past life also. Okay, what we have done, what things we have done in the past life, that also affect what we are today. Okay, so the thing is devotional, also devotion, or when we are doing the devotion. Okay, when we are attending the class, it doesn't happen that once you get attracted to the class and start doing the class. It is not like that. Many people are there. When you tell them the classes are happening, come to the classes, see the classes. First 1 or 2 days they will class attend and they will leave. Okay, why this happens? Because devotional life is continuation from a previous life. Okay, what we have done previously and we have not attained that much perfection, we start from there in the next life. Okay, we remember the second level, second chapter sloka, that neha vikarma nasosti prattavayo naviddate. Whatever little endeavor also we do in the spiritual life, spiritual devotional services we do, that is not deteriorated, that doesn't get lost. Okay, and person continue from where he has left. Okay, so the devotional life also is the we start from the where we have left in the previous life. Okay, so that is the thing. So devotional life is continuation from the previous life.
Next question, Prabhuji. What should we do on 21st for Radha Krishna Viva?
I do not know. Radha Krishna Viva, I do not know. At what? At home, what we can do. I do not know this answer, Mataji. For
Next
Radha
question.
Krishna Viva, I do not know.
Even I don't know, Prabhuji. Shall I read the next one, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
How to face the fear of committing mistakes unknowingly in a devotional service for Lord, as our family members are not in Krishna consciousness right now.
So, how to face the fear of committing mistake unknowingly in our devotional service for our. So initially, when we are in initial stage, we commit mistake. We try to commit. We unknowingly we commit mistake. Okay, but gradually these things will be purified. Okay, gradually will purify by continuously doing the chanting, by continuously doing the devotional services, by continuously reading Bhagavad Gita. Gradually purification happens. Okay, so unknowingly also in the initial stages there can be some mistake. So try to read more shastra, try to associate more with the devotee, continuously try to chanting. Okay, that itself is a purifying process. Once a person adapt the chanting process, the purificatory, that is itself is a purificatory process. Okay, the person becomes purified just by chanting. Okay, so maybe your family is not a devotees, so but you can give them a good example. Okay, you can teach them by your example. But why would anyone wants to come to this material world from the spiritual purification? Desires. If one wants that I want to this, I don't want to be under Krishna. I want to be independent. Okay. So if they want, they will come back to the material world again. We are equal to Lord. They may think, I am equal to Lord. Okay. If they think, they will come back to the material world. Is there any way possible to actually know what we did in our past life? No, Arjuna was not knowing how we can know. Only Krishna holds the memory of all his life, but we don't possess this skill. So how do we know even doing everything good will have good next life? Because Krishna says, that's why we believe. Okay, like that. Otherwise, there is no means that you can know what you have did in the previous life and what you are going to have the fruits. Okay, the thing is that, but it is actually everything is described that how things are happened, why things are happened. Okay, so like that. So the thing is like that. Everything is like that. There is nothing without cause. Okay, there is nothing. So you have experienced that in this world there is nothing without cause. If there is cause, then only things will happen. Then how the people suffer without a cause? There must be some cause. Okay. So people know that without cause, anything cannot happen in this material world. But still they think that whatever bad is happening to us due to this is something cursing us, some people are cursing us, some people are doing bad to us. No, it is due to our karma only. Our karma only. Okay.
Next question. But why would anyone want to come to material world from spiritual world?
Desires. Due to desires.
Next one. So those who are in Brahma Jyoti, sorry, sir, sorry, Prabhuji. Is there any way possible to actually know what we did in our past life? Only Krishna holds the memories of all his lives, but we don't possess this skill. So how do we know even doing everything good, we will have a good next life?
I already answered this, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Next question, Mataji.
So those who are in Brahma Jyoti, what happens to them? Do they return to material world?
Desires, if they will return, mostly they will return only because the Brahma Jyoti, there is no happiness. So what they will do? Jivas are always active. The living entity is active. They want enjoyment. Okay. So they want enjoyment. If there is no enjoyment in Brahma Jyoti, they will come back into the material. Let's try to enjoy something. At least something is there in the material world. Let's go there and enjoy. So they will come back again.
Next question. Everything is the manifestation of the God only. Is there any difference between material world and spiritual world, as there is no duality?
Everything is different. Everything is different, but it looks like everything is same. Just like a reflection of the moon looks like reflection, but actually that is not real moon. Okay, if a moon is there and we put a glass of water there, we can see the reflection of the moon in the glass of water, or the small water pot is there. We can see the reflection of moon is there, but that reflection looks like moon, but that is not actually the moon. Similarly, this material world is a reflection of a spiritual world. It looks like the spiritual world. Everything is there like that, but it is not like that. Okay, it is called perverted reflection of spiritual world. Okay, similar to that example.
Next one, Prabhuji. I am feeling afraid that I may come back again and to suffer this material life, suffering from childhood. And when realizing about our original source is Lord Krishna, there's already half of the life spent with surrounding people who are against Krishna consciousness.
The thing is, many examples are there with us. Okay, you see the Vibhishan example. Okay, Vibhishan was surrounded by the demonic people only. No one was there in Lanka, a devotee. Everyone was demoniac, and his brother was the most demoniac person at the time. Okay, yet again he was a devoted servant of Lord Ram. Okay, so that is the thing. That thing happens. You see Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was born in a demoniac family. His father was most demoniac person, most demoniac at that time. Yet he was the greatest devotee of the Lord at that time. So thing is, things happen. And we have live examples like that. Arjuna, you see the example, his family members only were demoniac. So many examples we have. Okay, so like that. So we don't have to get bewildered from these things. We should be focused on service.
Next one. Prabhuji, some are poor. Does that mean that they mismanaged the wealth blessed to them in the past life?
Some are rich. That doesn't mean that they have nicely managed the wealth in the past life. Okay. Some are poor. That doesn't mean that they have mismanaged the wealth in the past. Some are rich. That doesn't mean that they have very nicely managed the wealth in the past. Okay. Whatever we have done, based on that, Krishna will give. Okay. So that is the thing.
Next one. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you. Next. Prabhuji, how many times or years of birth chanting has to be done to avoid rebirth?
Even 1 week also you chant very dedicatedly, you can attain Krishna. 1 week, even 1 day also you chant, you can attain. Depends on how much devoted you are. Depends on ourselves, how much purification we need. Some people are very much contaminated, some people are very less. Some people are even 1 week also they chant, they would progress very nice. Some people they 1 year, some people 10 years. Depends on us, okay, how much devoted we are and how much contamination we have. Okay, that is the thing. Start chanting. But the thing is, start chanting. Whatever thing is there, start chanting. Devote your time for Krishna. Okay, devote your time for Krishna. We have this body, we have this soul. So much time we have devoted to the body. Okay, nothing we have paid attention to the soul. Okay, now it is the time. Okay, and when we realize this, that is the time for the starting. That is the time for the starting. Start chanting. Okay, that is the thing, that is the realization I wanted to take you from these classes. Okay. Can you tell me one thing which you have learned? Only I want to hear from you only one sentence which you have learned till now. What is the essence of what is the essence you have learned till now? Can you tell me one essence which you have learned till now from these chapters, all the chapters which you have learned till now? One essence. Yes, everyone is correct. To surrender to Krishna, everything is Krishna. Krishna is within us. Complete faith and pure devotion to Krishna, focus on Krishna. And you see, Krishna tells today's sloka that I am the aim of all the Veda. Even you read Veda, you will come to this conclusion only. And after reading only 15 chapters, you have this conclusion that Krishna is the supreme and we need to focus on Krishna, complete faith and pure devotion to Krishna. Okay, that is the one thing. If you learn this one thing only, that is the aim of all the Veda, all the Vedanta, everything. Okay, so that is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. That's why it is called summary of all the Vedic literature. We don't have time to read all the Vedic literature. Okay, once we read Bhagavad Gita very nicely, okay, then we can understand that what is the real aim of this life. Okay. So everyone is correct. Yes, to surrender to Krishna and do everything in his name. The program was wonderfully designed. Krishna, we need to surrender to him. Prabhuji, when will the next session of Bhagavad Gita class start? My family member wants to join in. Will the detail be shared here? Details will be shared in your group, Prabhuji. Okay. Next batch, first Monday of I don't know, whether it will start from the Monday only. So next month, every month will start. Okay. So like that you can inspire them to join.
Link will be shared, Prabhuji.
Link will be shared in the group, your group. So you can put
By the end of
the WhatsApp in your WhatsApp status so that anyone who sees they can join and they can come and join the classes. They can attend the classes. Okay. You don't know how many people you can inspire, how many people will be seeing your status and how many people will be coming and joining the classes and how many people's life will be changed. Okay. Some of you may have been inspired by other people through the WhatsApp. Some of you may have seen the pamphlet on someone's WhatsApp status. Some people may have personally messaged you and told you to join. Some people, okay. So people are inspired through that, okay. So like that. Is there classes for kids, Prabhuji? Yes, classes are for kids. Classes for youth. Classes are for everyone. Kids, youth, children, adults, everyone. Okay, classes are there. Every language, any language you find, many classes are happening. You just have to make them join. Chanting in the mind and chanting out loud, is there any difference? Yes, chanting in the mind, chanting in the out loud is a little different. Chanting in the mind is very powerful. Okay, it can deviate anytime. Okay, you're chanting in the mind, or what you are thinking, you don't know. So chant out loud, at least your ears, at least your tongue is engaged in the service. Chanting. Okay, so that is the thing. We can engage our tongue and ears in the chanting. Okay, so I think we'll finish today's session. Tomorrow, 16th chapter, very nice chapter again. Okay, so every chapter you see, your devotion will increase. Okay, when we hear the chapter sincerely, when we understand the chapter, gradually we'll come to know what is the aim of this life, why we are here, and what we need to do. Okay, already you are knowing what is the aim of your life now. Okay, so at least everyone is knowing what is the aim of life. Okay, so one aim, at least that one aim also we don't get after millions of birth. Okay, and once we come in contact with the devotees, okay, the aim becomes clear and we endeavor in that direction. Okay, at least we endeavor in that direction. Okay, so that is the thing. So I'm very happy that people are very nicely taking this process, and they're chanting, and they're asking so much relevant questions. Okay, the questions which can change their life. And this is not that the one person is asking this question is for them, it is for all. And why I'm answering all the question? Because I want that your doubts should be clear, so that you can be focused on the devotional service. Okay, and it is not like that. This is just like impractical thing. Bhagavad Gita is not impractical. Everything which is written, that is practical. We cannot sense that, doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It didn't happen like that. Okay. Okay, so we'll finish today's chapter. I'll unmute every person. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Vanchapatarubhasya kripa sindhu bhavevacha